Very creepy things your body does. Let's get right into it. Number 12. Your bones are constantly dissolving. Imagine waking up every day knowing your skeleton is secretly melting and rebuilding itself like some kind of horror movie renovation project. Because yes, your bones are constantly dissolving. Tiny cells called osteoclasts chew away at your skeleton like microscopic piranhas, while another team, osteoblasts, slap new bone back on like rushed construction workers. This process keeps happening your entire life. You're basically a walking haunted house with scaffolding inside. If the system gets out of balance, things get weird fast. Bones too thick, bones too fragile, bones reshaping like badly programmed clay. And the creepiest part? You never feel it. Your bones are remodeling every second and your brain just lets it happen. So next time your knee pops, don't panic. It's just your skeleton doing unlicensed renovations again. Number 11. Your brain shuts off your body. Every night. When you fall asleep, your brain paralyzes you on purpose. It doesn't ask permission. It just flips the off switch so you don't start physically acting out your dreams. During REM sleep, your body becomes a soft, helpless noodle, while your brain runs a cinematic adventure featuring your high school, your ex, and that one childhood cartoon character for no reason. Most people never notice. But sometimes, your brain wakes up before your body does. That's sleep paralysis, also known as the bedtime demon experience. You can't move, your chest feels heavy, and your brain generates shadows in the room just to spice up the trauma. It's the biological equivalent of a prank your body thinks is funny. Evolution kept this feature because it prevents you from punching walls in your sleep. The side effects were apparently considered acceptable. Number 10. You shed skin like a snake. Every month you shed about an entire layer of skin. All of it. Poof, gone. And it doesn't float away gracefully. No, it breaks into billions of tiny flakes that drift into your room, your sheets, your carpet, your pillow, and basically your entire habitat. In fact, a big chunk of the dust in your home, it's you. Congratulations. You live in a cloud of your own biological snowstorm. Dead skin cells fall off constantly because your body is obsessed with replacement. It's like a factory that never stops producing new yous. New skin cells push up, old ones die, and suddenly your arm is basically a conveyor belt of microscopic corpses. And you don't even notice. You're shedding right now. Yes, right now. So if you've ever wondered why your room gets dusty so fast, well, you're the dust. Number 9. Your stomach eats itself. Your stomach is filled with acid strong enough to dissolve metal, and it's so corrosive it would literally digest your own body if left unchecked. So your stomach lining constantly regenerates to avoid being digested by, itself. Every few days, it sheds and rebuilds like it's in a toxic relationship with its own acid. You're basically carrying around a small internal volcano that's one bad safety protocol away from eating the walls of its own container. It burns through food, bacteria, and anything unfortunate enough to land inside it. But it also burns you. Or it would, if your stomach cells weren't frantically replacing themselves like workers at a factory that's always on fire. Your stomach is powerful, dramatic, and dangerously overqualified. Just don't make it angry. Number 8. Your eyes have blind spots. You never notice your eyes lie to you every second of the day. Each eye has a blind spot where the optic nerve plugs into the retina, basically a tiny hole in your vision where your brain sees absolutely nothing. But instead of politely acknowledging that gap, your brain just fills it in. It guesses. It improvises. It photoshops reality in real time. If you look straight ahead, part of your visual field is missing, and your brain says, "No problem, I'll just make something up." And it works so well that you have no idea how much of your daily life is a hallucination created for convenience. Sometimes it guesses wrong. Like when you see a shadow and think it's a bug, or you swear something moved that didn't. Your brain chooses close enough over accurate, which is comforting and terrifying at the same time. Number 7. Your blood doesn't stay inside like you think. Blood vessels are not perfect pipes. Microscopic leaks happen constantly, and your body patches them up just as constantly. Platelets are always on standby. like stressed repair workers darting around plugging tiny holes before you even know they're there. If they didn't, you'd basically bleed internally all day long. Your entire circulatory system is a massive, high-pressure plumbing network held together by cells doing frantic emergency maintenance every second. And sometimes they miss a spot. That's how bruises happen. A tiny vessel bursts, blood spills out, and your body starts working overtime to clean up the mess while you poke the bruise and go, "Wow, that's a weird color."
Your vessels are basically always on the verge of a tiny disaster. Somehow your body keeps the whole system from falling apart. Mostly.
Number 6. Your ears never stop growing. Forget hair and nails. Your ears are the real overachievers. Thanks to gravity and cartilage growth, your ears keep getting bigger for your entire life. Slowly, quietly, sneakily. Your older self will have larger ears not because of wisdom or experience, but because your cartilage refuses to stop expanding like a weird biological balloon. Scientists say cartilage grows and also droops over time, meaning your ears are literally melting down your face. And yes, the same thing happens to your nose. So your older future self is just longer. Evolution didn't bother giving these parts a stop button. It had bigger problems, like predators and starvation. So now you get bonus ear growth as a side effect of poor evolutionary prioritization. Number 5. You grow tumors all the time. You make cancer cells every day, thousands of them. Your immune system just hunts them down and destroys them before they turn into anything noticeable. Think about that. Your body is constantly doing silent, unseen combat with microscopic rebels trying to start an uprising. Most of the time, your immune troops win instantly. Sometimes they slip, and a tumor starts forming, which your body often still destroys before you ever know it existed. The creepy part is how normal this process is. Mutation is constant. Cell division is messy. Your body is basically a chaotic factory where quality control workers tirelessly zap defective products all day long. You are always one cellular paperwork error away from disaster. Good thing your immune system is an unsung action hero. Number 4. You hear your own bones. Sometimes that snap, crackle, and pop your joints make? Yeah, that's not just air bubbles. Sometimes it is gas releasing, but other times it's tendons snapping over bone, ligaments shifting, or cartilage grinding like low-budget Foley sound effects. Your body is basically a haunted house of clicks and clacks. And the creepiest part, your ears are so close to your jaw that when you chew, swallow, or yawn, you can literally hear the bones and muscles in your skull moving. Those little crunching noises? That's you, from the inside. Your body is full of tiny mechanical sounds you don't notice until one day you do. And then you can't unhear them. You're not broken. You're just unsettlingly noisy on the inside. Number 3. Your body stores memories. You don't remember emotional events, especially scary ones, get stored not just in your brain but in your body. Your muscles tense, your posture changes, your breathing shifts, and your nervous system keeps a record of those reactions like a paranoid archivist. That's why some smells, sounds, or places trigger feelings you can't explain. The memory isn't in your mind, it's in your physiology. Sometimes trauma responses show up as stomach tension, random aches, sweaty palms, or sudden dread with no obvious cause. Your rational brain thinks, "We're fine." Meanwhile, your body is screaming, "We remember the bad thing even if you don't." You've got muscle memory, emotional memory, and "oh no, not this again" memory, all stored in tissues that never asked for this job. Number 2. You make 2 to 3 liters of mucus every day. You might think mucus is something you only deal with when you're sick, but nope, you are producing slime constantly, liters of it, and you swallow almost all of it without even realizing. Your nose, throat, lungs, and digestive tract are basically running a 24/7 mucus factory like some kind of internal slime shop. Most of this goo catches dust, bacteria, and microscopic invaders before they can hurt you. But the creepy part is how silently efficient it is. You're swallowing bucket loads of mucus every single day like it's your body's secret hydration ritual. And when you're sick, the production triples. You're a human-shaped water balloon filled with slime. Congratulations. Number 1. Your heart has its own electrical system. Your heart can beat without your brain. If removed and kept in the right conditions, it will keep beating on its own for a while, like a horror movie prop that refuses to stop. Inside your heart is a cluster of cells called the sinoatrial node, which generates electrical impulses even when the brain is offline. Basically, your heart is a self-powered biological machine with its own rhythm, its own rules, and zero chill. Surgeons see this all the time during transplants. The heart twitches, pulses, and tries to beat even when it's not attached to a body. It's creepy, miraculous, and deeply unsettling. Your heart isn't just an organ. It's a tiny electric creature living inside you, doing its own thing. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.